So hello friends, I welcome you all in this lecture series on fluid mechanics. So today we are going to discuss the numericals on siphon because this is very important part. So let us read the question first. I will write down the given data with you. Two reservoirs having a difference of elevation of 15 meter 15 meter are connected by a 200 meter diameter 200 mm diameter siphon. Now there are two reservoirs which are connected by 200 mm diameter siphon and which have the water level difference of 15 meter. So I can draw the situation here that this is, let us say, the reservoir 1. Over a hill there is another reservoir. Let us say this is reservoir 2 and the level difference between them is how much? The level difference them between is 15 meter. Okay, that is nothing but your total H loss. Are connected by a 200 mm diameter siphon. So H loss is given as 15 meter connected by diameter of the siphon is 200 mm, that is 0.2 meter, means there will be a siphon over this so this is siphon. If you have not seen my video on siphons, to understand this numerical completely, you firstly understand that particular lecture in my playlist of fluid mechanics, so that will be better to understand this numerical. So now this is diameter. Now the length of the siphon is 400 meter. Now total length of the siphon is 400 meter and the summit is 3 meter above the water level. The summit is how much? 3 meter, means what? This distance is how much? 3 meter. That is, we can call it as C. This is section C. If I call this as datum, if you have seen the theory of this, we have called this as datum, and from this is ZC, distance of summit from datum. So 3 meter, it is 3 meter above the water level in the upper reservoir. The length of the pipe from the upper reservoir to summit is 120 meter. Length of the pipe from upper reservoir to summit, this length, I have called this as limb A. Okay, this is limb A and this is limb B. Limb A is what? From summit to this side it is limb A, and from summit to other side it is limb B, and limb A length is given, I will call that as LA. I can call LA, which is how much? Length of the pipe from the upper reservoir to summit is 120 meter. So this length is 120 meter. So remaining LB will be what? That is not required, but still you can compute that it is 300, so it is 280. Okay, so that is how these two lengths are there. Then if the coefficient of friction, now very important, CF is given as 0.02. This is very important, and we always use our Darcy-Weisbach equation in terms of Darcy-Weisbach friction factor. And what is that? F is equal to 4 into CF. So if I multiply this with 4, it will be 0.08. Okay, so small f is how much? Darcy-Weisbach friction factor is how much? 0.08. And they are asking us to find out the discharge, and second they are asking us to find out the pressure at the summit, means I can call this as PC. This point is C and this is called as summit. So they are asking us to find out the pressure at the summit, and first one is the discharge. To find out the discharge, H loss is given, so we can easily compute the discharge with that equation of H loss. That is H loss is how much? Total H loss will be FL discharge square upon 12.1 and D raised to 5. So everything in this equation is known. H loss is known, how much it is? 15 meter. F is how much? 0.08. Very important, this has to be taken. Then length, total length of the pipe is 400. This total H loss is how much? 15 meter. So into, and now discharge is to be obtained, divided by 12.1 into d raised to 5, diameter is 0.2 raised to 5. So this will give you the value of discharge, meter cube per second. Now using the discharge, this discharge value, you can compute this and find out the velocity in the pipe. Now you know what is discharge, area of cross section into velocity. So area of cross section is how much? Pi by 4 into d square into velocity is equal to discharge. Everything is known, only velocity is unknown. So you can find out velocity from here, meter per second. So this is the first part of the question where we have obtained the discharge and the velocity. Now they are asking us to find out the pressure at the summit. You can remember the formula for this given in my theory lectures, or you can compute it here itself. I suggest you to do this exercise every time when you solve the problem of the siphon if you are attempting the theory examination, so that to avoid the mistake. So I will apply the Bernoulli's equation in between these two sections, that is section 1 and section 2. This summit is section 2 and this datum is section 1. So at this section 1, if I write down, that is P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g plus Z1, this is the equal to outlet, or this is the flow from this side to this side, so this is outlet. So at this point, what is it is? It is Pc upon rho g, pressure at the summit, plus V square upon 2g, velocity in the pipe at section 2, okay, plus Z2, and plus HF loss. Very important, please attention. Here the HF loss has to be taken in the limb A only. HF loss has to be taken in the limb A only, because if you observe, we are taking the section 1 to 2 in limb A only. So friction loss has to be counted only from limb A. So HFA has to be obtained here. We cannot use total H loss. Total H loss is 15 meter. We cannot use this value. We have to use the H loss in limb A only, because we are taking from section 1 to section 2. Bernoulli's equation applied between section 1 and section 2 only. So the friction loss taking place in the other limb, limb B, is not to be considered. So only limb A is taken here. So if I simplify this, this is 0 because atmospheric pressure is there. So gauge pressure is 0, velocity is 0 in the tank, datum is taken at the level itself. So that is why this will be 0. Now PC means P2 is what? This was P2 upon rho g, that is nothing but PC upon rho g, that is to be obtained. This is to be calculated. Then V2 is what? V square upon 2g, that is known to us, plus Z2 is what? ZC. Z2 is what? ZC, that is 3 meter. And HF is what? HFA is what? HFA we can compute as FLA, very important, FLA V square upon, or FLA discharge square upon 12.1 into d raised to 5. So with this formula you can compute the HFA. So HFA is to be taken only at the length A. Length of the section A is how much? 120 meter. And if from this, if you compute, PC upon rho g can be obtained as, these three quantities will go to the opposite side and that will be negative. So minus V square upon 2g plus ZC plus HFA will give you some value of pressure that will be in meter of, is it water? Is it water? It is not mentioned that whether it is water or something, so we can call that as liquid, meter of liquid column. Okay, so this is what the expected pressure, that will be negative value Pc upon rho g. Or if you want to find out the in terms of Pascal, so multiply that with rho g, you will get Pc as rho g into this value, so that will be minus some value, rho g multiply by this value give you the Pascal value, Pascal, okay, minus Pc. So negative value of pressure will be obtained at the summit. So that is what pressure at the summit is asked. Okay, so let us go for the second question. So let us see the second question on siphon. I will read the problem. The siphon of diameter, a siphon of diameter D is how much? 200 mm, that is what? 0.2 meter, connects two reservoirs having difference in elevation as 15 meters. So it is H loss. We have seen in the previous question also that difference of water level is what? Total H loss 15 meter. Means there are two reservoirs. It is clear from this description that there are two reservoirs having the difference of level as 15 meter. So if this is the level in this first reservoir, the difference is how much? 15 meter, and that is nothing but our H loss, total H loss. The total length of the siphon is, now total length from start to end is 600 meter. Summit is 400 meter above the water level. Now this summit point C, I can draw the siphon here now. This is your siphon tube. This is point number C or summit, and which is at how much? ZC is given as 4 meter. So ZC is given as 4 meter above the water level in the upper reservoir. If the separation takes place at 2.8 meter of water absolute, separation means what here? Because this point is called as point of separation, where this limb and this limb is get separated, or the liquid coming from this gets separated here from the limb. So this point is called as point of separation, and here the pressure is given as 2.8 meter of water absolute. Means what? PC is given. PC is given 2.8 meter of absolute. So PC absolute is given, but that is also in meter. So PC absolute upon rho g is given. This is given. It is not Pascal, so it is divided, has to be rho g, means this meter. So this meter of absolute is given. Okay. And find the maximum length of the siphon. What is asked? That maximum length of the siphon from upper reservoir to summit. So this length of the siphon is asked. LA is asked. Length of the limb A. I call this as limb A, and this as limb B. So from the upper reservoir to summit, this length of the siphon is asked. So means what? Length of the pipe limb in limb A is asked. Take the coefficient of friction. Very important. CF is given as 0.004, and we want friction factor. So it is 4 times CF. So it will be 4 into 0.004. So it is 16. So it is 0.016. Very important. So F is what? 0.016. Now, and take atmospheric pressure as 10.3 meter of water. Atmospheric pressure is how much? 10.3 meter of water. So it is also in meter. So I will call this as atmosphere upon rho g as 10.3 meter. Okay. Now firstly we have to find out the summit pressure, which is given is the absolute pressure. We want gauge pressure values. So if I apply the formula as P absolute equal to what? P gauge plus P atmosphere. Now what is what? We will convert this upon in meter by dividing rho g. So if I divide with rho g, all values will be in meter. Now this is what? P absolute upon rho g is given to us, that is 2.8. okay, and P gauge means what? PC gauge upon rho g. So we want this value, plus P atmosphere is how much? 10.3 meter. So finally we will get PC upon rho g as 2.8 minus 10.3. So it will be minus 2.8 minus 10.3. So you will get minus value of minus 7.5 meter of H2O. So this is what the pressure at the summit. Okay, we will need this in Bernoulli's equation to obtain the other quantities. In some of the questions they ask you to find out this with the use of Bernoulli's equation. Now they are asking us to find out length of the pipe using the pressure. So if you use the Bernoulli's equation, you will get that. Now the remaining part is to find out discharge and velocity. For that purpose you can use the H loss equation as we have used in the previous question, that is FL q square upon 12.1 into d raised to 5. So total length of the pipe, friction factor as 0.016, diameter of the pipe as 0.2 meter, H loss as 15 meter. You will put these all values and you will get the value of discharge, total discharge meter cube per second. You will compare this discharge with area of cross section into velocity. Compute this. You know the pi by 4d square is the area of cross section. You know the discharge value, so you can get the value of velocity. So once you do this exercise, you will get velocity and discharge. You have the PC. So now you can write down the Bernoulli equation between I call this as level as 1 and this summit as 2. So from 1 to 2, if I apply the Bernoulli equation, I can write down here P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g plus Z1 equal to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g plus Z2 and plus HF in the limb A. Very important. Total loss has not to be taken. Only loss between section 1 to section 2 is to be considered, and that is HFA. So we have all these values. You know that this is absolute pressure, atmospheric pressure, so 0 gauge pressure, plus velocity at the section 1 is 0, but datum is taken here itself, so Z1 is 0 equal to, now what is this P2? P2 upon rho g is PC upon rho g. This is nothing but P2 is what? PC upon rho g. That how much it is? Minus 7.5 plus what is V2? We have obtained this V square upon 2g. So V square upon 2g, put this value here, plus Z2 is how much? ZC, that is 4 meter, plus HFA. So this is known, V is known, everything is known. You can find out HFA. Frictional loss in the limb A can be obtained, a meter of water. And if you compute that friction loss in the limb A as FLA, discharge square upon 12.1 into d raised to 5. So this is better. You know this HFA, you know F, discharge is known, diameter is known, so you can find out LA, and that is was asked. Length of the limb A. Maximum length of the siphon from the upper reservoir to summit. Length of the siphon from the upper reservoir to summit. That is how we have computed this. So I hope it is clear to you. Thank you very much.